to a Salty Chillers review, thoughts, speculations on the E3 Death Stranding and just Death Stranding in general. The background footage is going to be the E3 trailers and our thoughts. And just to start off with, what did we just watch this year? I didn't know if I was watching a mini movie or what. It was just one thing after another, and it's just like, oh yeah, here's this character, and here's another character, and we're like, who are these people?
You know, going back to one of the trailers, you see these people in this back of this tunnel with guns, doing something. Like, are they the bad guys? Are they the good guys? What are these people? So you know there's more enemies than just the aliens out there due to that trailer. So there's some form of military. But, thinking about it, looking at that E3, what they revealed was, it was interesting. It was, it was real interesting. It made me realize it's one open world. I didn't think about that before. But two, it it looks as if many games are trying to capture what Breath of the Wild did. Because with Breath of the Wild, for those who don't know it, it was a massive open world game where you can climb and do anything, do whatever you feel like, and put yourself from anywhere. So with me seeing him just scaling up a mountainside made me think about that. Think about that possibility. Of how they're going to try to take that approach like Breath of the Wild did.
Yeah, it's very interesting, but this game has been in the works, I think, before Breath of the Wild came out.
Yeah, it was announced in 2016, but the development was before that.
No, Breath of the Wild was in development for a very long time also. But that is definitely interesting. Of how you had a Horizon Zero Dawn that came out that was open world like Breath of the Wild, and now we have this game that's open world. We have open world seems to be the way it seems like some games are going if they want to get amount of immersion inside the game.
Open world is definitely a direction that I feel like a lot of companies are taking just because they have to compete with the people who have done open world so well. And so it's not enough just to make a good game. You have to make it multiplayer and relatable to this generation if you want the sales that you're expected to get.
And that there is true. Now, one thing, as I was watching the trailer, that vast open world, I also noticed the environment. They didn't really show too much of what you're fighting. I think they just want to showcase this is what you can do. This is what you can become. What can happen. I was actually memorized by it. Well put together. Get me just enough to wanted to sort of pick up the game and see what the heck this is going to be about. And it has left me this mystery feel inside of it all. Of what's happening, what's moving forward, what is going to... Like I said, it just leaves this mystery feel. What is the purpose of this game? Yes, some trailers have shown that stuff, like how the bane happened, that's going to be death. Are we going to try to split the death, or we're going to try that? I'm trying to know what it says. You're the... I almost feel like multiple endings to this game. What's your thoughts on that, Hero? Multiple endings?
I don't know if there's multiple endings or there's going to be a single ending, because they haven't talked about choice. You know, you talk about when they're showcasing the world. Why is the guy carrying someone in a body bag? What's up with that?
That
I
is
mean,
true.
everything else looks like it's just regular cargo, and he's going from one area to another area, and with all the various settlements, and he's carrying a body bag. Does he know what he's carrying? Like, he is a delivery guy, so we know that much. And the creator, I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up his name, pretty much stated that, yeah, you can use a gun, but I advise you not to use a gun. There's better options other than a gun in this game. A gun isn't going to allow you to get very far, because as they explain with the death mechanics, you create a creator is created in the world that you're in, and not to mention it affects the gameplay. Like, the deaths in the game matter of what happens to you. So it's not like a game where you die and then that's that. It's, no, you die, it affects your environment. You have to go and retrieve and other things. And the trailer, to me, showcased he had a family, or he has a family, but something happened. And then we see more of the baby and how that plays. Is like the baby a genetic clone of everyone, and it allows you to, if you die, come back with all your memories intact? Or is there going to be a factor of gameplay where if you die, your character doesn't remember everything that's going on? Because there's a part in the trailer where the guy talking on the radio is like, don't die because you're going to create a massive crater in this area. It's like, yeah, you'll come back, but there's going to be a massive crater. And it's like, I got a plan, don't worry. So, like, what are your thoughts?
It makes me want to play the game and see how many times I can die in a location, see if I can make this entire world one big crater.
Right? I am so excited because the person who like basically like made this made this
Might as well be a movie at
game,
some part.
might as well be, but this game, Hideo Kojima, he is my hero. Like, I am so excited, especially since Silent Hills was supposed to come out, and then there was some drama between him and the actual video game company, and he split ways. I think it's Konami. He split ways from them, and he decided to make this. And Norman Reedus, who is in the game, was in Silent Hills and was supposed to be a part of that, came over with him. So I'm super excited where they take the story, especially, you know, since there's going to be a lot of dark themes in it. You know, it's not going to be like Silent Hill status, but it's going to be pretty dark, I think, especially with the whole like seahorse thing where the guy is actually having, you know, carrying the baby.
Yeah, and the baby also, as shown in a trailer, showcase where the enemy is at, or the guys that will eat you. And there's just a lot of different things that was showcased. And the character, or the actress Lindsay Wagner, is actually one of his childhood heroes because of the TV series Bionic Woman. And here he's like, yeah, she has all this power, but never once used them for anything, like, I guess, for like gain, or however the show is portraying it. And he's used that as kind of like an inspiration and diving board for the game, and got her to go in. And this is her first time acting in a video game, so it's like, this is completely different for me, because I was at the interview that they had prior to or after the conference, the Sony's press conference. And it's very interesting, to say the least, of all the just the detail the guy has put into his game, and it shows.
Oh yeah, they have the motion capture and the facial scanning and like just the I mean, I know that they put some back, behind the scenes footage out of how they like did the actual like Norman Reedus's face and how they did motion capture a lot like in the movies when they're trying to do a character that looks similar to the actor but uh is not, like the Hulk. That's a good example of motion capture. It looks like Bruce Banning, but it's, obviously computer CGI.
Yeah. My whole reaction during the whole trailer is like, what's going on? What is this? And then when they showed Lindsay at the very end, I'm like, what? Who is she? Like, not so much who was the first girl, but the second girl standing in the location at one of the trailers that ended. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you after? Like the entire time, I'm just like, what's going on? What's happening here? And it seems
I'm
like
so
that, like,
excited.
because like even in the trailer, it showcased the character holding his breath.
Right.
Like there's just so much detail that this guy has put into his game. It's like, how are we as the gamer? Are we going to be able to physically control that? Is that an auto reaction that happens when we're too close to these things? Like, what? Like the story, like, forget the story. What about the gameplay? There's a lot of different theories that the rain will age us and make us age faster, or
Stuff we don't know. You just look at his body, you see handprints as if he's been dragged under as many times as been permanent on his body.
yeah, because we know every time that you die, you get a new handprint. Now, where we pick up, is this been a thing for a while, and he's been doing this for a while, and he's gotten lucky, so to speak, where he hasn't been caught, or are we picking him up right after, and it's been a few years since this, and is he looking for his family? Like, what's going on? And then we have all the logos that pop up, or not logos, but the subtitles or the captions that pop up, take my hand in death and life and spirit, and just a lot of different things. And that does raise a lot of questions. At the same time, though, I am interested and excited about what is going on and how this game is going to shape out.
Right,
Because
exactly. I think that the whole like hand, every time you die, you get like that print. Like, that's a lot like this game I'm playing, Hellblade, where every time you die, the sickness in your body starts taking over more. And I actually haven't ever pushed her to the limit to where she's got the disease all over her body and she dies, but like I assume it's kind of the same thing, that it just kind of keeps record of how much you die. But I wonder if you actually like really can terminate yourself.
yeah, because we do know that death is going to matter in this game, and it's going to impact it. We know that because of the crater.
Yeah.
And will we lose so to speak, our loot and the gear and the stuff that we have collected? Are we gonna lose all that stuff, or is it gonna be available still? Because that's still to be seen.
Mhm.
And that is something to actually think about. Is how much is this going to affect everything? Because I'm curious just as everybody else. Because it really showed, with me, the showcase they did showcase more of the world itself. That's what it feels
The
like
world
with me.
itself looks. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
It's, which I view quite interesting. It really is. It's something I view quite enjoyable. Like, I wouldn't mind looking into that world and exploring it, because there's many games I play, I just get taken away by the world itself. Like, okay, let me go and see if I can't find a better viewpoint. And that comes a lot for me with a guy who just simply just mindlessly just goes start doing things, not paying attention to the world. Like, let me actually look into the detail of this. Look at the nitty gritty that exists.
And not
Right.
to mention that this guy is a perfectionist as well. And not gonna lie, at the end of the trailer, I was anticipating a release date or even a release year, and he's like, "Nope, guess again. Gonna have to wait another year."
But I'm seeing this game, I'd rather it take its time. I'd rather know
Right.
that it's in the making, and sort of here's release date, oh, we gotta push it back, oh, we gotta push it back, sort of, we're working on it.
Can we talk about that toenail part?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
I can physically bring myself to like do that. Like, eh.
Yeah, that is definitely interesting to think about.
No, the question is that scripted in, or is that what happens to you as a player because of choices that happen to you out exploring?
Oh,
My toe.
like you like you're climbing this mountain, so obviously like you get injuries, but man, if they like make me pull my own toenail off, I'm gonna have to close my eyes and then press whatever it is that I need to press.
It
Like,
just
I
has to
can't
do
even
it
do
for
that
you.
in movies.
Get someone else like, "Hey, I need you to do this part for me real quick. I paused it. I just can't. Could you please just please? I can't deal with it."
That's what husbands are for. Like, so you can just pass the
Oh,
remote. He can do
so
it. I
that's the
cannot look,
truth
and I can just
behind
get
it
right
all.
past it.
So that's the truth behind it all.
Ugh.
I'm trying to think what else really stood out to me. I'm so curious about the baby itself.
One of the theories is it's, and I may agree, it may be a clone of you, but it has a significance to it because it's able to detect the danger of what's around you, and the fact you need to hold your breath and not make a noise and not breathe, because we all know when you get caught in that icky goo, you're screwed on so many levels.
I wonder if it like insta deaths you if you like get caught.
That's almost what the gameplay revealed, was that it was almost an instant death.
It could be, because you then start being dragged under. Thus, it could be an instant death, but that's just questions we don't have answers for.
I'm really glad you have that like light on the top of your suit. Almost. But I wonder if like if it senses the things that you're supposed to run away from too late. Like you don't have time to run and then you die in the black inkiness.
The faster it blinks, though, I believe from one trailer, the closer it is to you, which means the more danger you are in.
So if you're, but I'm just wondering if you're close and the thing like maybe senses it. It just senses it too late. Like how the scout flies in Monster Hunter World find a monster and they're like, "Oh, here's the monster," but they're still trying to track you to it even though you're in the same room. Like maybe it gets you too close.
It could be.
Well, it could be a moment there in the perimeter, because I think in the trailer it opened up and started going. One of those in the
Right.
perimeter. So that she knows, like, okay, they're in this area, I gotta proceed with caution.
Yeah, maybe it'll have a warning like eat, 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 or something like that.
Yeah.
I'd be appreciative.
Yeah.
That death at the end of the trailer, though, that looks brutal.
That caught me completely off guard. I'm like, what?
I mean, we saw, like, we're not totally ignorant. We saw the hanging bodies in the first trailer. When he goes off and he walks and, like, you see all these people hanging in the fog. That's, like, one of the first trailers they released. But, like, I didn't know it was a part of a creature.
Yeah. It's just also interesting. Every aspect of this game has been calculated on what's been revealed. I'm still trying to figure out what in this world he's doing and working on. It's nice knowing that it's not a horror game, but that doesn't mean it's going to have non-scary moments.
Right.
And that is true.
I don't know. Having hanging bodies in fog is pretty terrifying.
Which makes you wonder, are those the bodies of those that they killed?
Probably like the mist or something.
Could be. I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, well, like in the book, the monsters, like, they would actually kind of like wrap the corpses in the webbing and stuff, and so you'd see faces and you would run after them, but they would really be in a cocoon. I wonder if it's kind of like that, like it's like a creature that's trying to get you to come out of the shadows or something.
That we do not know.
Still terrifying.
It's still terrifying, yes. We need. Sadly, we only get new information once a year. It seems like around E3.
Right. They didn't even. Did they release a date?
No.
No? Nothing.
Ugh.
I don't even know of a date.
I'd rather have not know the date, and they keep working on it, so know a date, and they keep doing it push back, and push back, and push back.
This is trailer number 4. He's been in the works for about 4 years, because he left the studio he was with, then immediately showcased a trailer. So this game's been in the works for probably about 3 or so years. Well, longer now, obviously, like 5 or so years. It's going to be interesting of what happens. These are our thoughts, our speculations, and just our
Right.
wow and what moments in the trailer. So this has been a review, reaction, thoughts on the Death Stranding E3 trailer. And this has been Herodarkness.
This is Richnumbers.
Valentine.
Thank you guys for tuning in. A like and subscribe would be much appreciated, and a share. And if you got anything that you think could help us understand what's going on in the world, or things that you feel like is important for us to discuss, leave that in the comment section below. And as always, stay salty.